Ladies and gentlemen, today we gather to reflect on a crucial topic, the traits that define weakness in men. It's important not to tear anyone down, but to challenge every individual to rise above mediocrity, to embrace growth, and to develop strength in character. A weak man is not defined by physicality or external factors. Rather, it's the internal mindset and habits that truly distinguish the strong from the weak. Let's dive into 10 signs that reveal weakness in a man and how we can rise above them. A weak man drifts through life without purpose, merely reacting to circumstances. Vision gives direction, and a man without it is like a ship without a rudder. Strength comes from knowing where you're headed and committing to that path, no matter the obstacles. A weak man shies away from responsibility, blaming others for his failures or shortcomings. Strong men own their choices, take responsibility for their actions, and rise from their mistakes. Strength is birthed in accountability. Fear paralyzes the weak, keeping them from taking risks or stepping into new challenges. Strong men understand that failure is a stepping stone to success. They fall, but they rise again, learning and growing with every stumble. A weak man is often ruled by his emotions, reacting impulsively or allowing his feelings to dictate his actions. Strength lies in self-control, the ability to manage emotions and respond wisely, even under pressure. A weak man looks outward for validation, constantly needing approval and acceptance. A strong man finds his worth from within. He knows his value and remains grounded, regardless of others' opinions. Weak men are indecisive, afraid to commit to a decision, fearing it might be the wrong one. Strong men, on the other hand, make decisions with confidence and stand by them, learning along the way if adjustments are needed. Discipline is the bridge between goals and achievement. A weak man lacks the self-discipline to stay the course, easily distracted by short-term pleasures or laziness. Strength is found in consistency and perseverance, doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Weak men are insecure, threatened by others' success, and often try to bring others down to feel better about themselves. The strong man lifts others up and feels secure in his own journey. He doesn't see competition, but rather opportunities for collaboration and growth. A weak man avoids difficult conversations, choosing silence over the potential discomfort of addressing issues. Strong men understand that growth often requires confrontation, whether with others or with themselves. They face challenges head-on with courage and respect. A weak man is content with where he is, resistant to change and unwilling to grow. Strong men are committed to continuous growth. They seek knowledge, improve their skills, and strive to be better every day. True strength isn't found in muscle or wealth, but in character, integrity, and resilience. The path to greatness is paved with self-awareness and the commitment to personal development. If you find any of these signs within yourself, don't be discouraged. Instead, see it as a call to action. You have the power to change, to grow, and to become the strong individual you were always meant to be. Be strong in your vision. Be bold in your decisions. Embrace responsibility and never fear failure. For within every man lies the potential for greatness, if only he has the courage to pursue it. A strong man doesn't simply exist, he lives with purpose. Having a vision means having a clear sense of direction and knowing what you want to achieve in life. Without vision, a man drifts aimlessly, reacting to the circumstances around him instead of shaping his own path. A man with vision is proactive, and every decision he makes is aligned with his ultimate goals. His vision becomes his roadmap, guiding him through challenges, distractions, and uncertainties. Strength starts with knowing where you're going and staying focused on that destination, no matter what. Taking responsibility is a hallmark of maturity and strength. A weak man will always find someone or something else to blame for his problems, his job, his upbringing, the economy, others around him. But a strong man owns his choices, his actions, and even his failures. He understands that everything that happens in his life, whether good or bad, is an opportunity to grow. Responsibility is empowering because it puts control in your hands. When you take responsibility, you take control of your life and your future. Fear of failure holds many men back from stepping into their true potential. A weak man is paralyzed by the possibility of failure, and this keeps him stuck in mediocrity. But strong men see failure differently. They understand that failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of the journey to success. Every failure teaches a valuable lesson, and strong men embrace it as a necessary step toward their goals. They don't let fear stop them, they push through it, knowing that growth and success often come on the other side of discomfort. A weak man is ruled by his emotions. He reacts impulsively and lets his anger, frustration, or desires control his actions. But true strength lies in the ability to manage your emotions and stay composed in challenging situations. Self-control is essential for leadership because it allows you to make clear, rational decisions when others are overwhelmed by emotion. Strong men don't let their emotions control them, they control their emotions. This not only makes them more effective in their personal lives, but also earns them respect as leaders. Weak men constantly seek validation from others, needing approval to feel worthy or valuable. They are often consumed with trying to please others, fit in, or meet societal expectations. But strong men find their validation from within. They understand their own worth and don't need others' opinions to define them. They are confident in who they are, and their self-esteem is rooted in their values, actions, and purpose. When you seek inner validation, you are no longer swayed by others' judgments. You stand firm in your beliefs and identity. Indecision is a sign of weakness because it shows a lack of confidence in one's ability to make the right choice. A weak man hesitates, overthinks, and often misses opportunities because he's afraid of making the wrong decision. But strong men understand that progress requires action, and action requires decisiveness. Even if a decision turns out to be wrong, a strong man learns from it and adjusts course. The important thing is to keep moving forward. Decisiveness shows confidence, and it's better to make a decision and learn than to remain stuck in indecision. Discipline is one of the most powerful tools a man can have. A weak man lacks the self-discipline to stick to his goals, easily swayed by distractions or temptations. But a strong man understands that discipline is the bridge between his goals and his achievements. He consistently puts in the work, even when he doesn't feel like it. Discipline means doing what needs to be done, even when it's difficult or inconvenient. It's this consistency over time that leads to real success. Discipline is the foundation of all strength. Insecurity is a sign of weakness because it leads to jealousy and competition. A weak man feels threatened by others' successes, fearing that someone else's achievements diminish his own. But strong men lift others up, secure in their own worth and journey. They aren't threatened by the success of others because they know their path is unique. A strong man celebrates others' victories and helps others rise. This not only creates stronger relationships, but also fosters a mindset of abundance, knowing that there's enough success to go around for everyone. Weak men avoid confrontation because they fear discomfort or rejection. They would rather stay silent and allow problems to fester than address them directly. But confrontation, when done respectfully, is necessary for growth, both personally and in relationships. A strong man is willing to have difficult conversations, to face conflict head-on, and to resolve issues rather than avoid them. This takes courage, but it's essential for building trust, solving problems, and achieving true understanding. Strength isn't about avoiding confrontation, it's about handling it with grace and respect. Weak men resist change because it's uncomfortable. They prefer to stay in their comfort zone, even if it means remaining stagnant. But strong men understand that growth only happens when you push beyond your current limits. They seek out challenges, knowing that discomfort is a sign of progress. They invest in learning, improving, and becoming better versions of themselves every day. A growth mindset means you're always looking for ways to improve, and that's where true strength lies. Strength is not in remaining the same, it's in evolving and expanding. Weak men drift through life without purpose or direction, going wherever circumstances take them. They don't have clear goals or a sense of where they want to go, and as a result, they become reactive, constantly adjusting to the world around them instead of shaping it. Strong men, on the other hand, live intentionally. They know what they want and why they want it. They set goals and stay the course despite distractions or setbacks. To avoid drift is to commit to a life of purpose and clear direction, steering your own ship toward your destiny. Weak men look for someone or something to blame when things go wrong. Whether it's their circumstances, the economy, or other people, they refuse to take responsibility for their own lives. Strong men own their choices, both the good and the bad. They understand that while they may not be able to control everything that happens to them, they can control how they respond. By taking responsibility, they reclaim their power and learn from their mistakes, growing stronger with each challenge. Ownership of your life is where true power begins. A weak man avoids risk, preferring to stay in his comfort zone, where everything feels safe and predictable. But without risk, there can be no growth. Strong men understand that stepping into the unknown is necessary for progress. They aren't afraid to take calculated risks, knowing that even if they fail, they'll learn something valuable from the experience. Strength is not about avoiding challenges, it's about embracing them, knowing that every risk offers a new opportunity to learn, grow, and achieve something greater. A weak man is often a slave to his emotions, allowing anger, frustration, or fear to dictate his actions. He reacts impulsively, lashing out or making decisions that he later regrets. Strong men, however, have learned to master their emotions. They don't ignore or suppress their feelings, but instead manage them wisely. They pause before reacting, think through their responses, and act with intention. Emotional intelligence is key to strong leadership, and those who can control their emotions can control their destiny. A weak man constantly seeks approval and validation from others, basing his self-worth on how he is perceived. He is easily swayed by external opinions and feels insecure without constant reassurance. A strong man knows his worth comes from within. He builds his self-esteem on his character, values, and actions rather than the praise or criticism of others. He doesn't need to impress anyone to feel valuable, and his confidence comes from being true to himself. Inner validation is unshakable because it's rooted in authenticity. Indecision is often a sign of fear of making the wrong choice, of facing failure, or of upsetting others. A weak man hesitates, wavering between options, and ultimately fails to make progress. Strong men commit to their decisions, understanding that action is better than inaction. They weigh their options carefully but don't linger in doubt. Even if a decision turns out to be wrong, they adjust, learn, and move forward. Success often favors the bold, and decisiveness shows strength and confidence in one's ability to navigate challenges. A weak man prioritizes short-term pleasure over long-term success, often falling into habits of laziness, procrastination, or impulsive decisions. Strong men understand the importance of delayed gratification. They are willing to put in the work now, even if the rewards are not immediate. They stay focused on their long-term goals and are disciplined enough to forego short-term satisfaction for the sake of achieving something greater in the future. This discipline separates the weak from the strong, as true strength comes from the ability to stay committed and patient over time. Weak men feel threatened by the success of others, believing that someone else's achievements diminish their own. They may become jealous or even try to tear others down to feel better about themselves. Strong men, however, celebrate the success of others. They understand that someone else's victory doesn't take anything away from their own journey. They are secure enough in their own path to recognize that life is not a competition. A strong man lifts others up, supporting and encouraging them, because he knows that collaboration and mutual growth benefit everyone. A weak man avoids confrontation and uncomfortable situations, fearing rejection or conflict. He would rather remain silent or compromise than face a challenge head-on. However, growth often requires difficult conversations and facing fears directly. Strong men don't shy away from confrontation. They handle it with respect, clarity, and courage. Whether it's a personal issue, a workplace challenge, or a difficult conversation, a strong man knows that true strength is shown in his ability to deal with issues directly, not avoid them. A weak man believes he already knows everything he needs to know and becomes complacent in his growth. He resists change, avoids feedback, and feels threatened by new information. Strong men, on the other hand, have a growth mindset. They are always seeking to learn, improve, and expand their knowledge. They are humble enough to recognize that there is always more to know, and that personal growth never stops. A commitment to lifelong learning is a sign of strength, as it shows that you are continually pushing to become the best version of yourself. Weak men often prioritize immediate gratification over long-term rewards, indulging in short-term pleasures that ultimately lead to long-term pain. Whether it's procrastination, unhealthy habits, or financial irresponsibility, these decisions only provide temporary satisfaction. Strong men understand the value of sacrificing now for a greater future. They delay gratification, knowing that true success requires consistent effort and patience. By choosing discipline and long-term goals over fleeting desires, they position themselves for lasting success and fulfillment. A weak man equates strength with arrogance, thinking that to be strong means to always be right or better than others. This leads to pride, which ultimately isolates him from growth and relationships. True strength, however, is rooted in humility. A strong man understands that he doesn't know everything, and he's willing to learn from others. He accepts feedback and criticism gracefully, understanding that it's an opportunity for growth. Humility allows a man to continuously evolve, making him stronger with each lesson learned. Insecurity often drives weak men to undermine others or exaggerate their own achievements in order to feel superior. This insecurity creates a cycle of comparison and competition, which only serves to hinder personal progress. Strong men, however, are secure in who they are and what they are capable of. They don't waste time comparing themselves to others because they're focused on their own growth. Instead of feeling threatened by others, they are motivated by their own internal standards. Security comes from knowing that you are enough, and this confidence allows for steady progress. Weak men avoid challenges, preferring the comfort of routine and predictability. But growth comes from pushing your boundaries, and strong men understand the importance of constantly challenging themselves. They embrace new experiences, difficult tasks, and unfamiliar situations as opportunities for growth. By stepping out of their comfort zones, they develop resilience, adaptability, and greater confidence in their abilities. Growth happens at the edge of discomfort, and daily challenges are the key to unlocking potential. Weak men avoid accountability, often making excuses for their actions or shifting blame to others. They fear criticism and avoid taking responsibility for their mistakes. However, accountability is a key characteristic of strength. Strong men not only accept responsibility for their actions, but actively seek feedback to improve. They hold themselves to high standards and are willing to admit when they fall short. By being accountable, they demonstrate integrity and build trust with others, which ultimately leads to greater personal and professional success. Weak men often live only for the present, focusing on short-term goals and immediate rewards. But strong men think beyond today. They are driven by the desire to create a lasting legacy. They understand that their actions today will echo in the future, shaping the lives of those around them and the generations to come. Whether it's through their work, relationships, or contributions to their community, strong men are purposeful in building a legacy that reflects their values and impacts the world in a positive way. They aim for significance, not just success. Weak men are often defeated by setbacks, allowing failure to break their spirit or halt their progress. They may give up easily when faced with adversity, believing that one failure defines their future. Strong men, however, view setbacks as part of the journey to success. They rise from failure with renewed determination, learning from their mistakes and adjusting their approach. Setbacks are not the end, they are stepping stones to greater achievement. Strength is found in resilience, in the ability to get back up after every fall. A weak man allows his impulses and desires to dictate his actions, often succumbing to temptations that derail his progress. Strong men understand that self-control is essential for long-term success and fulfillment. They practice discipline in their daily lives, whether it's through their work ethic, health habits, or financial decisions. Self-control is the ability to stay focused on what truly matters, even when distractions and temptations arise. It's a daily practice, and the more it's exercised, the stronger it becomes. Weak men often live in confusion, unsure of their goals, values, or purpose. This lack of clarity leads to indecision, procrastination, and a lack of direction in life. Strong men, however, seek clarity in all areas of their lives. They know what they want, why they want it, and how they plan to achieve it. This clarity allows them to move forward with confidence and purpose. When you have a clear vision, your actions align with your goals and progress becomes inevitable. A weak man's actions often conflict with his values, leading to feelings of frustration, guilt, or dissatisfaction. He may say one thing but do another, creating a disconnect between who he wants to be and how he behaves. Strong men ensure that their actions align with their values, living in integrity with who they are and what they stand for. This alignment creates inner peace and confidence, as they know they are living authentically. When your actions reflect your values, you become a man of principle, and that is where real strength lies.